Hello little friends, welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about the periodic table. In this video, you're gonna learn about the history of the periodic table. You're gonna learn about what is a periodic table and how the elements are arranged in a periodic table. And you'll be identify the elements based on the group and period. So let's dive deep. So what is a periodic table? Everything in this world you can think of is made of atoms, and atoms of same type are called elements. By that you can think of your mom's favorite jewelry, your iPod, iPad, your favorite food, even your pet, even your human bodies. All of them are made of these elements. So periodic table is a way of organizing these elements. That's it. It's just a table that organizes brilliantly for human use. Now, how the table has been organized. The table arranges the elements by increasing atomic number, and similar elements are found close together in periodic table, and we're gonna see in a short. So the history of the periodic table. We're gonna dive deeper into the history of the periodic table. So a trip through the time, you will see that it all started around the beginning of the 1900, when the John Dalton, he theorized that the atoms of the same element are the same. So Dalton assigned the atomic weight to the first element discovered. And there are 20 elements at the time in the early version of the periodic table. So next improvement happened by the Johann Dobrenier. He found elements with similar properties and put them into the group of three called triads. So you can see here the calcium, the strontium, and the barium. These triads have kind of somewhat similar properties. So the idea occurred when he discovered that the strontium had an atomic weight halfway between the calcium and barium. If you look at it, the strontium had an atomic weight of 87, which is somewhat between 40 and 137. Interesting, isn't it? Next, John Newland in 1864 noticed that the elemental properties are repeated every 8th element. That means after 8 element you go into the periodic table from left to right, it gonna repeat. So, and that happens when you do it based on the atomic mass. His group of 8 are known as octaves. Now, Dmitry Mendeleev in 1869 took 63 elements and arranged them by their atomic masses and chemical and physical properties. So he left a gap for the undiscovered elements and predicted their properties. The element germanium was later discovered and matched his predictions. For example, now, modern periodic tables are represented by 1 or 2 letter symbol. The first letter is always a capital letter and the second letter is always a lowercase. This is derived from Latin, so it's not always what you expect is represented as Na, because its Latin name is natrium. Similarly, if you look at the copper, is cuprum. Now, metals can be found on the left and the middle of the periodic table, and nonmetals can be found in the right of the periodic table. Now groups. All these elements in the column 1 are group 1 elements, then you have group 2 elements, and similarly you have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 0. On the other hand, rows are called the periods. These are all periods. Now, key area to focus is group 1, that is called alkali metals. Group 7, those are called halogens. Transition metals in between the group 2 and 3, and they are depicted as yellowish here. And group 0, elements are the noble gases. So this is the modern periodic table, and a few things to remember are columns are groups, rows are periods. It's ordered now these days in atomic number. Elements of the same group have similar properties. Metals are to the left and center, and non-metals are on the right side. Now a quick variant for you. Question 1. Can you give the chemical symbol for the first element in group 3? Second question. Can you give the chemical symbol for the alkali metal in period 4? Third question. Give the chemical symbol for the halogen in period 5. And these are the answers. I hope you got the answers. The first answer is, answers right, the first element in group 3 is boron, and then the chemical symbol for the alkali metal in period 4 is potassium, and the answer 3 is in the halogen group 5, in period 5 is the iodine. That's it, bingo! You have learned about the periodic table. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.